Place to be reviews. Happy Saturday, friends. Each queen of the Place to Be Reviews. You can find us on Facebook at the Place to Be Reviews, Twitter, the Place to Be Reviews. You can follow us at the handle at the Place to Be Reviews. I'm sorry, at the Place to Be RE1. Instagram, the Place to Be Reviews. Email, the Place to Be Reviews at mail.com. Now that we have the formalities out of the way, inverse.com. Forgotten Star Wars Prophecy explains how Palpatine lives in Episode 9. I haven't talked Star Wars in a while. Because I'm frankly just disgusted by the state of Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I seriously, I have like my stupid little empire and my stupid little rebellion things that like my kid got in a toy and they didn't fit him, so he gave them to me. He's like, here, Dad. I'm like, okay, so I wear them and it's like, you know, I love Star Wars, but I just, the new movies, just, yeah. So episode 9, let's talk about this article real quick because I have another little point I want to make based off another video I watched on YouTube, and I don't have any inside information about this, but I just want to kind of give my just hot take on what I think about it right off the top of my head. Emperor Palpatine is back in Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, but we still have no idea how he's alive. Retcon like a motherfucker. Did he somehow survive that fall down the reactor core in Return of the Jedi, which I was fortunate enough to see in theaters? Will he be resurrected by Kylo Ren? Oh god, no. Did he use his unlimited power to cheat death? Unlimited power! No, he did not. We'll know for sure when Episode 9 hits theaters. But an old Star Wars prophecy dug up by some fans on Reddit may have revealed exactly how old Palps pulled off his greatest deception yet. Is he the Kaiser Soze of Star Wars? Who knows? The prophecy in question came from Master and Apprentice, a canonical book which takes place 8 years before Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and follows the adventures of Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Count Dooku also shows up in a flashback. At that point, he's still a Jedi. But he's become increasingly obsessed with an old Jedi prophecy that has Qui-Gon Jinn worried Dooku could be turning towards the dark side, which he did, and Count Dooku is absolutely my favorite character in all of Star Wars mythos. I love Count Dooku. As Redditor Stallion712 points out, this old Jedi prophecy feels more relevant than ever in the context of Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. It has also become also has some strong Sith overtones. Remember how Palpatine kept talking about immortality in the prequels, more specifically Darth Plagueis finding the path to immortality through the dark side. Maybe this is what he was referencing. Palpatine was working with Dooku after all. Palpatine's 9 return was a prophecy. He who learns to conquer death through his greatest student lives again, a prophecy that Dooku was studying while he was a Jedi from Master and Apprentice. I'm finally getting through. I'm done there. I'm finally getting through the M&A, and just like many prophecies, including the Chosen Ones, Dooku and Qui-Gon studied this one. From young Qui-Gon's perspective, in a flashback, his master Dooku was fixated on his prophecy to the point of Qui-Gon worrying about it drawing his master to the dark side. Is it possible he and Palpatine were aware of this prophecy, thus explaining why the Emperor was happy to allow Anakin to kill Dooku to test whether he could conquer death? Either way, it's safe to say that Palpatine has conquered death, and this prophecy is coming true. The only other question is, who is this greatest student? It also fits with that's the Reddit post. It also fits with the Emperor's constant obsession with finding the best possible student. He sacrificed Dooku for Anakin, and then he turned around 3 movies later and tried to swap Anakin, then Darth Vader for Luke. Maybe Palps was just looking for his greatest student. In that case, it's possible that Star Wars sequels could have been setting up Kylo Ren as that greatest student, culminating in The Last Jedi when he killed his own master Snoke. At least that's what one commenter thinks. Okay, that's a shit theory. Well, I obviously think the answer is Kylo, writes Smite920. He did what Vader could not, and that kills me. Oh god, nobody cares. Taking things up one step further, it's possible that Star Wars prophecy could be applied to Luke after his character's death in the last dumpster fire shit show, which we shall not speak its name. We assume that Mark Hamill's role in The Rise of Skywalker as Jake Skywalker would be confined to a Force Ghost cameo, but set photos seem to suggest something bigger. Could the prophecy be true about more than one master and one student. Stallion 712 replied, could Luke live through Rey, his greatest student, the Rise of Skywalker? Oh my god. It's a fascinating theory, but it hinges on the idea that Rey is really Luke's greatest student. How could she be his greatest student? She studied under him for like 2 days. Then again, considering that all of his other students either died or turned to the dark side, that's kind of a low bar. Star Wars Episode IX, The Rise of Skywalker, hits theaters on December 20th. Okay, so I don't want to give you the copyright strike. Let's see. So now, I think this is ridiculous, but I'm going to get on to my rant here because I don't want to go on too long with this video. But all I'm going to say is about this in Doomcock covered this because he has obviously way more inside information than I'm able to attain, and I just wanted to kind of expand on this point, just kind of give my hot take on the rumor that Rey, now they're going to use time travel is what's going on in Episode 9. We all know that time travel is a lazy filmmaker's plot device, and I just feel like if they do what Doomcock said, and that was they were talking about the rumor that Rey is somehow Schmi Skywalker, thusly leading everything back to the bestest ever Rey. Then goddamn you, J.J. Abrams, like goddamn you, like how. I don't want to get this mad over Star Wars anymore because it's kind of laughable, but it would be like infuriating to see that would be how and why they are going this direction because time travel, because it's a cop-out and it's easy, and Jar Jar knows that, and him and his empty fucking mystery box can just throw that out there. I mean, this whole episode is going to be nothing but cash grab, nostalgia, and I've seen other YouTube videos and they've talked about how there's going to be a fight scene between Rey and Kylo, and they're going through all these prequel like backgrounds and settings, and it's like cash grab. You know, they already showed that this is going to be this trilogy's Return of the Jedi. It's going to be, I'm sorry, it's not going to be Return of the Jedi. It's going to try and attempt. We already saw speeder bikes. The only other place we saw that in the original fucking trilogy was where? In Return of the Jedi. So, like I said, I was there in 1983 and saw Return of the Jedi in a goddamn theater. I have been a fan of this franchise for a long, long time. And when I saw The Last Jedi in the theaters and I saw what Ruin Johnson did to this IP, I was disgusted. I was angry. It just... like the only thing I had good to say about that movie was the cinematography. That was it. The rest of the movie, I was more so confused watching it. Like, why would you do this? So then like I said, I hadn't seen The Force Awakens or Rogue One yet. So I went back and I watched Rogue One. I was like, oh, this is cool. This is kind of cool. And then I watched The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi looked even worse, but The Force Awakens, I was like, this is still shit, because who's this? I didn't pay to see The Last Jedi. Somebody else bought me a ticket, or I wouldn't have went. I hadn't seen the other ones in the theater. I wasn't going to go see this one. Like I said, I was fine with episodes 1 through 6, and the few, I haven't read very many of them, but the few books I've read, and like I said, I find the comics online, and I had a few of them as a kid, so I enjoyed those. Those are fun. And the video games and stuff I played like on the N64, but this is not Star Wars. J.J. Abrams is just homogenizing everything even further than Disney already did. And I'll link the Doomcock video because I want you to hear him articulate the point and the roundabout things that he's heard and the information he's got, because I'm just giving you my take on it from a true Star Wars fan. And I will shoot a little video for the YouTube channel, just my cell phone. And those of you who subscribe, a lot of you were friends on Facebook, you've seen, I'll post some on the Place to Be Reviews Facebook page of my Star Wars collection when they were still out. And right now, a lot of them, they're all packed up for the most part. I've got a few things out. But this has been the Place to Be Reviews, and I am out of here. That's it. Check us out on Facebook. We got that giveaway going. We're almost 300 likes. Like, share, subscribe. Bitch, slap that like button. And I'm Etep Pete of the Place to Be Reviews. Have a great weekend. Hey, be good. Be good to each other.